It's my last Pettibone croissant and my last day at my Italian apartment before I head to Pescara to get on the plane. I'm going to miss it here terribly, but I come back in October, so one more croissant and cappuccino. It's okay, I'll be back in 4 months. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Okay, well, everything's all closed up, cleaned up. I put notes everywhere just in case I don't make it back for my son. Don't lean back on these chairs. And the shutters are all locked up. I put a sheet over top of the bed. All the new sheets are in bags. I have all the little sachets, the lavender sachets. Everything will be closed up when it's time. I left notes everywhere just in case somebody precedes me. All clean. Notes, notes, notes. Fridge open, everything unplugged. It's time to go. The flies are coming in, so I gotta close the doors. I need fly screens in here. Adios. Ciao, ciao. Until October. Well, the last thing we have to do is shut the water off because I'll probably need the toilet before I leave. I've already got the electric off and everything is all secured and cleaned, and I need a new toilet seat, but all the hot water heater is off and everything's done. Oh, so sad. It's just a lot of work to open and clean up a place when you're only here like for 3 months and then have to leave for 3 months and then go back for 3 months and leave for 3 months. And it's really hot and humid today, so this is about as long as I'd like to stay. I need to go back someplace where it's cooler. Well, I said my goodbyes to everybody. The apartment's all closed up. Boy, does that sewer leak stink. I had to shut the water off. Almost got asphyxiated. So Giuseppe's following me, and I'm leaving my vehicle at my mechanic. And then I better move. There's more blocks for the project. Let's go see what they've done. When I come back, it'll be a completely different situation. I wonder what it's going to look like. It's hundreds and hundreds of blocks. Well, I'm going to miss this, but it's getting really, really hot, so I can do without the heat. Well, I've got a cute little room by the beach. It's got a little desk and a fridge and a TV and a view of the sea. And a nice bathroom. Everything's very clean. And it's nice to know where to stay when I'm going to the airport. Shower. And toilet and a bidet. It's clean and comfy and strategically located by the beach because I wanted to go ahead and walk even though it's raining. That's okay. So tomorrow morning I'll have a cab to the airport at 7 a.m. and I'll be headed to Stansted Airport. Doing work. Something's going on. I've got a nice little table. It won't be noisy later. Headed to the beach. Made it to the beach. And it never really matters what the weather is when you're at the beach. At least not to me. Rain, sleet, hail, snow, I don't care, wind. It's just something about the sea. And it's a lot cooler over here. It's not so humid. Nice little sea breeze. And I like Monte Silvano versus Pescara. It's just a lot less congested and quieter. But there's even a lifeguard today. Let's go see if we can find a coffee shop. I did look. I looked in Monte Silvano all the way to Silvi. Prices twice as much. I just didn't want to spend it. Just too expensive. Got the airport and the stores and all that. So it's just cost you more is all. At the beach all to yourself today. What is today? Today is Wednesday. Wednesday. A little bit of rain never stopped anybody from sitting on the beach. Who wouldn't want to be on the beach? It's my last beach day. I leave tomorrow. And look, even the lifeguards sitting out there in the rain. Don't know why, because it's kind of like who's going to go swim, but I guess people do. The last beach day. The last cappuccino. The last day in Italy. I fly out to England tomorrow. I'll be back in October. Until then, I'm just going to sit here. I might even grab my computer from the hotel and just hang here. Hello. Well, I got off the beach because it's raining. But this is nice. It's a nice little veranda in front of the hotel. Yeah. Might be raining. We got beautiful olive tree. Very old, big olive tree. But the beach is just right down that street, and I enjoyed a little time. I'm going to go back in an hour because it's going to stop for an hour, and then it's going to rain till 4, and then I'll go back down somewhere for dinner. At least there's no biting flies when it rains. I love that. It's never a bad day by the sea. And I just released my newest episode, and I just got gelato
there's absolutely nobody,
and then tourmaline, so I'm way behind. And I got the door open, and I'll go back out as soon as it stops raining at 1 o'clock. I'll go out for an hour, and then I'll come back until 5, and room for a little bit, and get sorted for tomorrow. Check in and all that stuff. Ciao from Monte Silvano, next to Pescara by the airport. And we have a little reprieve from 1 to 2. So I took my shoes off. It's always wonderful to get my feet on the ground and get grounded. I always feel better. So check out where we're at. We have a mile. Well, we have Forever Beach. But I have an hour before it rains again, so taking advantage of that. Since it's my last day by the beach, it's for a while. Need to get some feet to the soil because we're going to be in an aluminum tube tomorrow and then the next day. So this is good, very good. Well, I love coming to this beach, and I love walking in north of Pescara. Pescara is too congested, so when I come here, and I found it because of the Mercatino, the flea market, so that's how I found this beach north of Pescara. And I did look for condos or apartments or whatever between here and Sylvie, but the prices, like I said, were too high. And you know, you gotta make allowances. How much do you want to spend? How much do you need in the bank to live, to be able to retire? I had to make a choice. I'd rather compromise, and that's what I did. I'm happy with my choice. As it still thunders out to sea, we have an hour reprieve before the storm comes back at 2. So, taking advantage of my feet in the sand in this lovely beach scene where there's nobody but me. How could that be? You notice there's not one shell on this beach. It's amazing how different all the beaches are. Not one shell. You know, I noticed that it's nice to walk on the beach, a sandy beach, but it's boring. There's nothing to look at. There's nothing to pick up. There's nothing inspiring. Anyway, maybe that's why I like that Torrina del Sangro so much and Fossa Cesia so much, is because of all the rocks. I used to pick up rocks when I was a kid. I should have been a geologist. I don't know. I just find them amazing. Their colors and the history, and then you find tiles. And when I was in Egypt and Turkey, you just don't ever know how old those tiles are, where they came from, or how long they've been in the sea. And the rocks, you know, you can look up the history of the geology of the area. This is boring. All it is sand. I don't know, a lot of you sand people probably think I'm crazy, but it's how I am. This entire street is covered with flowers and old vegetation. It's beautiful. Headed to the beach. The ever searching for a restaurant before 6 p.m. is like insane. But look at this street. It's just the flowers and the trees and the lemon trees that I passed. Beautiful. See, I'm not a skyscraper kind of girl. I need the bird song. And the streets that are one way or no access. Look, it's a park. pine trees, and then the sea. I know it's windy and you may not be able to hear me very well over the traffic. Here's the beach. And here's the bike trail. You see the huge difference between this, which is Montesilvano, and Pescara, same thing. Where I'm buying, or where I bought, the trail is in a quiet, tucked in sanctuary between the beach and the interstate. There's no cars driving by it. It's peaceful. And it's like that all the way to Ortona. This is too congested and loud and crowded and all that for me. I mean, as beautiful as it is, but look at all the umbrellas. Could you imagine what that's like in the summer? Okay, I checked the weather. The rain was delayed. It was supposed to stop raining at 4. So I go out at 5 and it starts raining. Anyway, I have been walking for hours today and there's not one restaurant that's not open before 7:30 or 8 o'clock. This is such an Italian area. I'm surprised the prices are so high. I guess it makes no sense to me. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. There's a Tigre. I'm sure the grocery store is open. So we'll see what they have. Sometimes they have really nice prepared meals. We'll see, because there's not one restaurant open. And I can't go to bed at 9 o'clock on a full stomach. I just can't. I can't do that. I don't know how the Italians do it or Europeans do it. Anyway, we're going to the Tigre. It's right across the street. Okay. Oh, it's bigger than it looks. Maybe we can find something here. Ciao. Salve. Okay. Maybe not. So we don't have a microwave. We have a refrigerator. Find something to eat. Maybe there's something back here that's better than a pizza in a gelateria. We'll see. Anything is better than the fast food and croissants. I can't eat any more of them. So we have fresh fruits and vegetables and some cheeses, and there has to be something. I have apples in my oh, there we go. There's some cooked food. Niente. I don't know. Pastries. How do they stay so thin eating all this stuff all the time? There's like nothing. What am I going to eat? Okay, let's be creative. How cool is that? White wine, rosé, and red wine. Check this out. You fill up your containers. This was kind of what they had in Rome. It's pretty cool. Gotta love Italy. I'm looking. I have a banana and I have an apple in the room, and so I'll get a pear and a yogurt. Well, it's very early here. It's 6:15, a few minutes after 6. And look at the plate that the gal or the guy downstairs made for me. And a cappuccino, of course, to have before my flight. So I have something Yeah, Italy's all about pastries. So I'm sitting here. Good morning. Listening to the birds and everybody. Crows and the birds. On the balcony, of course. It sustains me. And I'm getting ready to get to the airport and get on my flight and go meet up with my friends, the Bannisters. Yay! Fun! Haven't seen them for 9 years. So we're gonna have a great time. Okay, first time at the Pescara Airport. It's not very big. I'm here like 3 hours before because I'm paranoid because of the UK visa. Okay, well I'm hoping I have the right stuff for the visa. Bag drop. I want a bag drop. Didn't know what to do or which thing to go to. So what's this? There's a theater. Gateway Olive. Theater where you sit on hay bales in Fossa Cesia. Where's this, for a concert? Huh. ant_creations on Instagram. City of Fossa Cesia. What's that? That must be up in the town. We've got lots to explore. People, lots to explore. It's a really small airport. You've only got like Wizz Air and Ryanair in this terminal. So I'm sitting here in front of security. That's it, man. 2 hours before. That's it. You can't even check in before 2 hours. So there's no point in getting here before 2 hours. So I just could have slept for an extra hour. Anyway, the ticket counter is right on the other side of that construction there. Okay, it's always hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait, hurry up and wait. And I'm with these lovely ladies, but we're like in line, but then there's like 55,000 other people on this small flight. So we leave in about half hour, I think, something like that, 45 minutes. So it's a 3.5 hour trip, I think, to Stansted, and then I get to see the Bannisters. This is the most insane flight I've ever been on. There must be 20 children surrounding me, kicking the back of the seat. They've got their games on. It's like being in a daycare center. I mean, I love kids, but in small doses.
The life jacket from its pocket, place it over your head, bring the strap around your waist.
It's a 3-hour flight, 3.5-hour flight. They said I can move to the back after the flight levels off. It's like chaos. I was gonna sleep. That ain't gonna happen, is it?
Or deflation, and a light to attract attention. Airport specific safety information.
made it to England. I'm not quite sure what else we have to do, but the passport thing was quick. And hopefully Mick and Marion didn't listen to me to not be here, because it wasn't like it slowed me down at all. So they're either here having a coffee. There they are. Oh my, I'm glad you didn't listen to me.
About what?
Because it didn't take any time at all.
The place you want to be, my Italian therapy with Gina Fiori. My Italian therapy is the place you want to be, my Italian therapy with Gina Fiori, with Gina Fiori.